Hi friends, welcome back to Oma's and Opa's Lifestyle. Today I want to show you how to make my version of a Mexican casserole. I've done it millions of times, not maybe that many, but I've done it so many times. This is a favorite of mine. If someone is sick or they've passed away, that I take one of these family and they all want the recipe after they get done eating it. So I thought I'd share it with you. It's very easy to make and it's wonderful. You can actually make a double portion and put one in the freezer and freeze it for next time and then eat the other one. I do want to thank you for watching our videos and subscribing, liking. That helps us out a lot. We're going to continue making these. We're going to continue to come back. So just keep watching. It'll be several different things that it's about our lifestyle. So it's not just cooking, it's other stuff too. So just keep watching. The items that you're going to need, we have 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. We have 2 cans of Rotel, just the regular, not the hotter. We have 1 pound of Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. We have 1 pound of ground beef, 2 cups of onions. You can reduce these, but we love onions, so we just overdo it. 1 teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. 1 pound of shredded mild cheddar cheese is what we use. You can use the cheese to your liking. And then we have dip chips, the salted tortilla chips. They're not any flavor. They're just what you would use for salsa and stuff. And that's about it. What I will do is I'm going to show you how to mix this. So in one bowl, you're going to mix your cream of chicken soup, both cans. You do not add any water to that. That's just the straight out of the can. So we have two cans. It is really cold here. We live in central Arkansas, and last week we had snow, and this week it hasn't even got above freezing today. That's just really unusual for us. You're going to add your 2 cans of Rotel to the cream of chicken soup. 2 cans. And you're going to mix that up really good. Yes, you mix it really, really well. That'll do it for that. So we're going to put that to the side. The next thing we need to do is to brown our sausage and our ground beef. I don't do that. I don't put them together because I like to drain off the fat off each. I cook them separate. I will come back when I've done that. Okay, so I'm back. What I've done is I have browned my sausage and I've put it on some paper towels so it would get the grease out of there. And then I've also browned my hamburger with the onion. I sauteed the onions with it. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the sausage in here, mix it up. Also going to put my salt and pepper in here. And I'm going to give this a good mix. Okay, now comes the fun part. What I'm going to do, this stuff is going to be layered. So I usually use the small casseroles simply because I have the lids to go on them, and whatever we don't eat, I can just put the lid on it and put in the refrigerator and warm it up tomorrow. So makes it all easier. So here comes the chips, the Doritos. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a bunch and I'm going to just crunch them up until we have a good layer in the bottom of our pan. I had a bag that was already started, and so I'm going to take these crumbs, and this is what you want it to look like. You don't want a whole lot in there. You just want it to basically just cover the bottom of your pan, a real thin layer. Okay, you're going to take some cheese, and layer it. There we go. Okay. Now you're going to take some of your cream of chicken soup and your rotel mixture, and you're going to spoon some in here. Distribute it and make a thin layer of it. You don't want to, you want a little bit of it everywhere. And now you're going to take your meat and you're going to put that on the soup layer. Make sure there's a little bit of everything in every corner. Now this recipe, normally it's enough to fill a 10 by 13 pan, a large casserole. Is what I usually take when I take it to families. But for us, putting it in these small ones. That way we can freeze one if we want to, or we can give one away to the neighbor, or whatever we do with it. All right. Now we're going to repeat these layers just like I showed you. So we're going to start with chips again. Okay, almost. And you don't want to put a whole lot of chips in there because it will dry it out. You want to just make a thin layer of the chips, just like this. It's not very much, just a thin layer of it. Into the small one. I'm going to show you one more layer, and then I'm going to cut the camera off and finish this up. Now we take the cheese after the chips, the cheese, and don't be shy with the cheese. You could put black beans in this casserole. You could put corn in the casserole. I have high cholesterol, and Opa has diabetes, so we can't put too much starch in there, too many carbs. So we basically just eat it like this. And this is just going to be enough to do one thin layer after this. Okay. Somebody tried this with Italian sausage, and they said that tasted really good too. So, all right, so this is the second layer that we're done with. I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm sure you don't want to watch me, keep watching me put layers on. And then once I'm done layering them, I'll be back. Okay, so this is the casseroles that I finished. When I put my last layer of meat on there, I topped it with cheese. So you will use that whole pound of cheese. Don't be shy with it, so it doesn't dry out. So what I'm doing is I'm preheating my oven to 375. Bake for about 30, 40 minutes. I just keep an eye on them and watch the cheese that it doesn't burn and that they're bubbling. You can see when they're bubbling, when they're hot through and through. You can make these ahead. If you know you're going to have company tomorrow, but you're going to have so much to do, you can make these ahead. And what you do is, at this stage, you just go ahead and put them in the refrigerator, cover them up, and then tomorrow throw them in the oven. It's real simple. Now, if you want to freeze one, I suggest you bake it and you let it cool off. You put your lid on it, and then you put it in the freezer. And then when you get it back out, you just warm it up. This casserole is so versatile. I just love making it, and it's so good, and we love eating it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to bake it, and then once it's baked, I will come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so we're back. My casseroles are out of the oven, and they turned out beautiful. They look delicious. I'm going to give you a close-up look. You might want to make sure you check for your temperature between 350 and 375. I did have to turn this down after about 20 minutes, so make sure you just keep an eye on it. You'll see when it's all done. I'm going to give you a close-up look. Okay. So here it is. It looks really good. And here's the pan that I cooked at the casserole dish. The cheese is all melted and it's just really juicy. It's really good. This is Robert's portion, and I'm going to go ahead and give that to him. Now you can fix any vegetable that you want with this. And as a side, we try to stay away from the carbs, so we eat salads and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will be back with more videos. I think our next one is going to be making brats. We make our own brats, and we found out the other day that we're out of them. So we have to set a day aside to make brats. So please join us for that. Just keep an eye on the channel. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We really appreciate it. Until next time, bye.